boys and girls. It's an old franchise. What do you mean you forgot me already? It's only been 2 weeks. Boys and girls, how the fuck are you? Drop the profanity in early. I like to get in there, set the expectations. You know what I mean? Set the bar low, kick it off, just in case there's like parents watching this with kids. It's like, who's this adorable young man? Strangely handsome. Strangely handsome. Can't understand why. But wait a minute. Swear words. Already? Timmy, block your ears. Go sit in the corner. A little day in the life vlog for you. A little day in my life. Or like sort of a summary of the last few days of my life. Because this vlogging thing isn't really that much of a regular occurrence anymore. Really. Compared to what it was. I used to churn out like 2 videos a week. A vlog a week. You know what I mean? And what did that get me? Nothing. Fuck all. No, that's not really fair to say that, because it did get us sort of a, I'd like to say a cult following. A cult following. Just before I left for this new house thing, my videos were racking up like 100 odd hits, 200 hits, 300 hits per video. Like I was starting to get somewhere. And then, oh then, good old laziness. Hello lazy, my old friend. I'd like to think now my vlogging career can be compared to that of like Brock Lesnar in the WWE. I work, I do vlogs, I just do vlogs like 4 times a year. Like I'm still a vlogger, probably the world's best. I mean, who's gonna argue? Nobody even fucking watches. But like, I just don't do them very often. When I do them, I'd like to think it was a big deal. Like when Brock Lesnar turns up and just does one thing, like for one pay-per-view, and it's a big deal. Like I turn up and I drop a vlog every month, once a month, once every 2 months, and it's not even a big deal. Got updates for you, being a day in the life, seeing what's happening with my life, because for some reason some of you are actually interested. Like not just my mum either, like other people who come to listen to me start talking about one thing and then just drift off into something totally different before drifting off into something else, none of which adds any value at all to your life, but you keep coming back, and I love you for it. I love you forever for it, honestly darling. Everybody's got an idol, everybody's got a hero, and my idol is Mr. Russell Brand. Just that guy, fucking, I can't even put into words how fucking amazing I think he is. And a lot of my life I try to base around him. However, fucking brain fart. That's the thing when you don't vlog very often, you forget how to do it. And the brain fart. Am I drunk? Am I drunk? He's got an idol, everybody's got a hero, and like last night I went to see him live at Newcastle City Hall, and it was just everything I needed it to be. It's just unreal. It's just unreal. I pretty much wrote since I started to sort of, for want of a better word, fancy him. Is that true? I mean, don't get us wrong. I'm totally straight, perfectly comfortable in my sexuality. You know, I tend to lean more towards women, but there's just serious man crush going on him. And I wrote a checklist. The checklist was meet him, and I met him. When I met him as well, it was like a book signing. I got the book here, actually. It was a book signing for his second book. I got the autograph and everything. What was it? Although by the time he got round to me, he must have signed like 1 million books. And I was just like, oh, will you sign this for us? And it was just this. I don't even know what that says. I don't even know if that's a proper autograph. He just wrote like, it looks like he started to write Russell, but he just wrote Russ and then just trailed off. It's proper horrible as well, because I'd just come off a night shift and I hadn't slept. So I was running on like 24 plus hours without sleep, and I met me fucking idol, didn't I? And I can't remember a bastard thing what I said. Not a fucking thing. I mean, I've got a photo and I'm smiley and he's sort of smiley and like laughy. So somebody said something that was a small bit amusing. My money's probably on him, but I'd like to think it was me. I'd like to think that I made my idol do a giggle, because that's the end game, really. But the second thing on the list was to see him perform live, and I saw him last night at the Messiah Complex tour, and it was fucking unbelievable, hilarious. He's just a genius as well. Then it was Befriend Him. That was the third one. So like I was like, hello. And then it was Befriend Him. So like I could go out for tea with him, or I would like invite him round, or I'd go his, or you know, I would like play cards together, or like I don't even know what we'd do. Talk about all the women he's been with and all the women I haven't. Last one was on sexual experience, just to share some sort of sexual experience with him, preferably me, him, and women, just any number really. Even though compared to him, I'd just be like, I might as well be a cheerleader, just leaning over him. Go on, son, go on, do to her what I never could, ever. Even if it was just me and him, I could make it work. I could make it work. I think. I mean, I wouldn't be my first choice, but I mean, if the opportunity should arise, why not? It says you should never meet your idols. That's a well-known phrase. You should never meet your idols. It doesn't say you should never like sleep with them, even if you're both men, or like kiss them with your mouth open or anything. Update. Let's have a health update. I haven't done one of them in ages, have I? I used to be like crippled, ill all the time, lost loads of weight, looking gaunt, looking like the Crypt Keeper or like Cliff Richard, just looking awful. And then like I changed jobs into a permanent day shift and totally fixed this, totally fine, until the build up to Christmas, which is the same every fucking year. Every year I get bad just around Christmas. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's childish excitement that just drives us into a state of unwell, or maybe something that comes out at Christmas that I eat at Christmas that I wouldn't eat at a normal time of year. Maybe that does it. I don't know what it is, but like, let's put it in. Let's Christmassy it up. Let's do a Christmas health update for you. 'Twas the night before Christmas. No, we're there. We'll have a proper build up. 'Twas the weeks before Christmas, and all round the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. But old Franchise was on the toilet, shitting himself to a shadow, and when he's not shitting himself, he's bent over double, in a lot of pain, thinking about shitting himself or being sick on the next person who comes to talk to him. That update done. I mean, there's that update done. I'm health, back in the fucking toilet, but it's a temporary thing. It's a positive frame of mind, positive mental attitude. Got to get through it. Got to get through it. I've got to get through my Christmas dinner. I don't know how I'm going to manage to eat Christmas dinner, because I had like pasta just now, tuna pasta, and I feel like I've swallowed a tiny Bruce Lee, and he's not happy about it, and he's just punching his way out, and it hurts. About life lessons, if you don't remember it, you probably should have watched it, because I've just watched it back thinking, what did I talk about, and I laughed at myself. And they say a comedian should never laugh at himself, so that's proof that I could never be a comedian either. That, and the fact that I can't write funny stuff, I'd imagine that would be a bit of a stepping stone, bit of a hurdle. But I've got two updates on those life lessons for you. Two. The first one, when I said I had security problems, life lessons, just general home security, how I was terrified about everything, I've implemented something in order to take the terror out of the security situation. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd like to say I was really popular, but that was my mum twice. Friends? Oh yeah, I've got loads of friends. They ring me all the time. In order to remove the terror from the home security thing, whereby I was terrified that somebody was going to break in all the time, what I've done is I've implemented sort of, it's, for want of a better word, a trap. What I do, because I think the only way they'll come in is through the back door. You wouldn't come in through the front door, touch wood. I mean, you'd think if somebody's going to sneak in, they'd try and get in through the back. So when the kitchen door opens, you can sort of see straight in, like through the kitchen on an angle, you can see into the sitting room. And my sitting room doors are just glass. So what I've done is I've got like a puffy, footstool. I move the poofle in front of the door, so like if they get through the back door, which is like an anti-bash anti-drill, fucking anti-terrorist lock. Like, so if they get through that, really, they deserve to be able to rob my house. Because fucking you're an amazing thief if you get through that. If they get through there, I'd like to think that get through, open the door and they'll be like, we're in, we're in. If they're working in a team. I mean, if he's working alone, he's not going to broadcast that he's in, because that might give the game up. But that's by the by. So they get in, let's say it's two of them. We're in, Johnny Thief Fingers. So they come in, open the door, they see the glass door, and they see a poofy in front of the glass door. That's not it though, that's not it. Look what I put on the poofy. This fella. Yeah, buddy. So this fella's a doorstop shaped like a dog, and it's adorable. But, right, think about it, if you're a thief, if you're Johnny Thief Fingers, and you break into my house and you open it, and you look through, and you just see a little dog like that, sitting on a poofle, just staring at you, because I angle him towards the door. So you come in and you see that staring at you, immediately you're gonna think, fuck, that's a real dog, and it's gonna start barking. Get out of Dodge, you know what I mean? I don't know if any dog's actually that small, but it's dark, you can't tell, it's just the shape of a dog, which is why it'll work, I think. Alternatively, I was going to put this guy on, or just sitting on the poofle, so if they open the door, like, Johnny Thief Fingers, we're in, open the door, and, oh Jesus, there's an actual monster in this house, there's a fictional creature that's designed to scare children, and it's sitting on a poofle. We're fucked. Struggling with bin day, and if you follow us on Twitter, I'm still having problems with bin day, because last bin day I totally got out of sync with the colours, and I put my green one out, and it was a morning time, so I put my green one out, and I was like, oh fuck, I can't remember if it's blue or green, not blue or brown today, so I was like, I'll just look at what the neighbours have put out. So I put the green one out, and I looked up, and because obviously I go to work really early in the morning, it was pitch fucking black, and it was just bin shapes on the street, unidentifiable in colour, because it was just too dark. So I put the wrong fucking bin out again. The next gen's here as well. Like, I probably should have kicked off talking about the next gen, because you're all going to lose interest now. You've listened too long, I've kept you going too long, but I want to keep you there. I want to try and hook you in and just keep you there just for a little bit longer. So next gen's here, Xbone. I went to the midnight launch and got my Xbox One. Amazing thing happened. Like, I was tweeting somebody on Twitter just because he was also going to the midnight launch. Never met the guy, but talked to him on Twitter quite a bit. And he was saying he was going to the midnight launch and it wasn't that busy and stuff like that. And I originally wasn't going to go to the midnight launch because I thought, I'm 29 and I've got, like, you know, I could go to bed and sleep because I'm not as young as I used to be, believe it or not. With this baby face when it's had a shave, I'm not as young as I used to be. And like, I thought, get on then. It's the Xbox One, it's the next gen. I used to be the world's premier gaming blogger, so why not? Why not just hang on? Why not cling on to that title? Go to the midnight launch. And I just walked up, casually sauntered up, and some guy like came out of the shop and just went, alright, viral Cyrix. And it was this guy who I'd been talking to on Twitter, who's obviously knows my face because he's watched a video or two. Thank you, by the way. And it was just cool, because like, whereas I'd been talking to him all day, so I knew I was expecting to see him, it was still sort of weird that somebody I didn't know but in face would recognise me and then come up to me and like, alright, franchise, and I'm like, oh, alright, because I'm polite to everybody, you know what I mean? I consider myself a bit of a charmer, which, according to that programme that was on Channel 4 about psychopaths, is one of the big fucking tick boxes for a psychopath, that you can turn the charm on. Like, when I left school, my teacher wrote on a bit of card, it was like because I went to a Catholic school, so we've got like prayer cards, I don't know, got like a prayer card with a little message on the back. So it was like a message from God on the front, and then a message from like a real person on the back, and she wrote on the card, it was like, good luck with your future, franchise. Remember, charm will only get you so far. And I just thought, it's got us this far. Let's just see how far I can push this. Let's just see. Just meeting somebody. In a way, it felt like that was the first time I felt sort of like this had meant anything. The first time I met somebody who I didn't know, who I didn't know personally, because I know there's a few people I know personally watch these, but like the first time I met somebody who knew me and I didn't know them. Obviously I knew him, I was talking to the guy all day on Twitter, but like in face, you know what I mean? For that split second I felt like a fraction of what being like a celebrity would feel like. That's how I break it down anyway. That's how my mind works, but then again I'm a psychopath, so which else was it going to work? Got my Xbox One. Got my Xbox One and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm not playing on it as much as I want to because life gets in the way, but fucking I love it. I love it. Rise, Dead Rising 3, FIFA, Battlefield 4. Like I was good on Battlefield 4, well I was half good on Battlefield 4 on the 360, but then like I get the Xbox One version and it's 64 players online and I'm just shit. I'm just really shit. I panic because I know there's 32 blokes in the other team, but in my head they're all coming right at me. I know they're not, but I just panic. You know when you first start playing first person shooters online and you panic because you think, oh my god, everyone's going to be so good, oh my god, I'm going to die, oh, and then you just start running around like shooting the fucking sky or tripping over a fucking bush, and it was just that. I'm terrible on it now on the Xbox One. I'm going to wrap it up there, you beautiful bastards. I'd like to think I'll be back before Christmas. Maybe like a franchise Christmas address. Christmas Eve maybe. Just see if we can drop a vlog on Christmas Eve. I mean, we'll see how popular this is. Like 28 people watch the last one on YouTube. I got more on the blog, thefranchise.com. That's all one word, by the way. The franchise. See what we're going to do. But you just stay out of trouble. Huh? Stay out of trouble. And until next time. Laters.